If you want to make money on TikTok, then it is time to stop sitting on the sidelines dreaming of what life would be like if you were actually making money on the platform. You can start today, and in 2 weeks, the algorithm will start to notice you, and within 4 weeks, you'll be consistently going viral. And 8 weeks from now, you could have 10,000 followers and a platform that is making you money. But first, you have to start. You actually have to know what it takes to grow like that. You have to know what kind of content to post. So today, I'm gonna share a simple 4-step process that allowed me to earn over $1,000 in my first month on TikTok. And I wasn't monetized, I didn't go super viral, and I didn't even have 10,000 followers yet. Because the reality is, you don't need a ton of followers to make money on this platform. But you do need to understand the different ways to make money on TikTok, and they can be split into 2 categories. The first category are monetization strategies that are dependent on views. These are gonna be things like the TikTok Creator Rewards program and sponsorships. Now, the TikTok Creator Rewards program is pretty awesome because you just post videos and you get paid a share of the ad revenue for your views. But it requires that you get to 10,000 followers and you have to maintain 100,000 views in the past 30 days in order to get paid. Not only does it take a while to reach those requirements, but for most people, you're not gonna create a full-time income just using the TikTok Creator Rewards program. And the reason for that is TikTok is only gonna pay you 20 cents to, on the high end, $1 in RPM for the videos that you post. And if you don't know what RPM means, it's just how much are they paying you for 1,000 views. So that means you need a video that hits 1 million views in order to earn $1,000. But it's not even that simple because TikTok is only gonna pay you for qualified views. And qualified views are defined as views that come from the For You feed where the person watches at least 5 seconds of the video. And this is important because it means if your video got 1 million views, you're not gonna get paid for 1 million views. You'll be lucky to get paid for 500,000 views. Because not all views are created equal, and on TikTok, every single time that your video is served in somebody's feed, that counts as a view. But if they swipe past your video, you're not getting paid. And if they start to watch your video and your hook doesn't keep them engaged for at least 5 seconds, you're not getting paid either. So that 1 million views might only earn you $300. Now, this is not me saying that the TikTok Creator Program can't be lucrative or that you shouldn't join it once you're eligible. It's a pretty great passive income source, but it should just be one of the income sources that you create on TikTok. And so I would encourage you when this video is over to watch this video where I break down how it works and how you can actually change the way that you're creating your content to increase your RPM and earn more from your videos under the Creator Rewards program. Now, I just want to quickly touch on sponsorships because they're pretty straightforward. The reason I say these are view dependent is because if you don't have a large following and you're not getting a ton of views, then companies are not going to pay you to create a sponsored video for them. So although sponsored videos can be awesome, they're not the best monetization strategy when you're first starting out. But the second type of monetization strategies are great for people that don't have 10,000 followers yet, and they're all about selling something. This includes things like selling a service, selling digital or physical products, or even using affiliate marketing. These strategies aren't about getting a ton of views, they're about getting the right views and attracting your ideal buyer to your account. You just need to have the right type of content and a link in your bio to sell from. But where people mess up is they just make random videos about whatever they're selling instead of building a personal brand. And TikTok shop sellers are the absolute worst about this because they just make videos about different popular products that have no connection to each other and then wonder why they're not getting views and they're not making money. The reason that I was able to make over $1,000 in my first month on TikTok is because I was creating content around a problem that my ideal customers had, and I knew that I was selling them the solution to that problem. You see, people buy from people they trust, so you need to become known for something. Then you just sell stuff related to that thing that you're known for. For example, if you become known as a fitness person, then you can make money by sharing an affiliate link to your favorite exercise equipment. Or you could sell your own supplements, you could make digital products like recipe books and exercise guides, or even sell coaching. When you become known for something and build a brand around it, it opens up a ton of monetization options and it makes it so much easier to make money. Now, here is the secret to building a personal brand that money just flows to. Your content needs to be about one topic. And the main reason for that is because you want to become a trusted authority on that topic that people want to buy from. But just as important is that if you become known for just one thing and you create content about that one thing, you're making it easier for the algorithm to show your content to your ideal customers. And that's gonna mean more views, it's gonna mean more followers, and it's eventually gonna mean more money. Now, here are a couple of things that you need to know about choosing a topic to make it even more effective. First, you want to try to choose a topic or a niche that's in what we call an eternal market. Eternal markets are the categories of product and content that make the most money, and there's 4 of them. They're health, wealth, relationships, and happiness. If you can choose a topic in one of those 4 eternal markets, it is going to be so much easier to get views, to build a following, and to make money on TikTok. And you've probably seen this in your own life. If you think about the advertisements that we see on TV, if you think about the content that's really popular and that most people watch, it's generally about how do I get healthier? How do I get more beautiful? How do I become more happy by purchasing this thing or going on this trip? It's about how do I have, good relationships? Do I spend more time with my friends? How do I have a better relationship with my partner? Like all of those kind of things are what we buy. So find an eternal market that you're going to sell from and that you're going to build your personal brand around, and then make sure that you have personal experience tied to that topic. This might seem like a no-brainer because we're talking about a personal brand, but a lot of people miss this. They just see this trendy thing that people are making money with and they go, oh, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to make videos about that. But it's really hard to build a powerful brand and get the trust that you need as an authority that people buy from if you don't have some sort of personal experience tied to it. But when you do have personal experience, you're able to tell stories. You are able to relate to the position that person's in and the problems they have and speak to how those problems are affecting their life and how this solution that they should buy can solve those problems. The third step to make money on TikTok is adding that link in your bio, and you unlock this feature when you finally hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. So we need to learn how to create content that gets views and start growing our following as quickly as possible so we can actually make money. And the best way to do that is to actually study the platform and understand what types of videos and what topics are doing really well inside of your niche. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. The easiest way to get views on TikTok is to take what's already working, what's proven, and then make your version of it. You're building a personal brand. So even if you take a viral video idea from somebody else and you make your version of it, it's going to be new. It's going to be a totally different piece of content because it's going to use your personality and your perspective. And there's going to be a lot of people out on the platform that are drawn to that and like the way you do it. But if you want to get views on TikTok, you have to understand what's working on the platform. You can't just make it up. You need to have a strategy. You also need to understand that in order to get views, you have to develop certain skills in order to grow as fast as possible. And I could talk about this topic all day long, but instead what I want you to do is when this video is over, just go watch last week's video because I'm sharing some very simple 1-minute habits that you can build into your daily routine that are going to make you a better content creator and allow you to get views and followers at a much faster pace. So let's jump ahead and assume that you have 1,000 followers. What do you do next? How do you create that link in your bio? The first thing you need to do is get some software that's going to allow you to sell stuff from your link in your bio. And my hands down #1 recommendation is StanStore. Now, this video is not sponsored by StanStore or anything like that. I do have an affiliate link that you can use that's going to allow you to have a 2-week free trial, but this is a perfect example of how you can monetize when you have a personal brand. I know that my viewers are trying to get views and make money on TikTok, and so by talking about those things, I'm then able to suggest products and services that are going to allow you guys to get the best results. And to me, Stan is what I use for my link, and it's what I believe to be the best option out there. And so I'll make a couple of bucks if you use that link. If you don't want to, I don't care. That's fine. It's still the #1 tool for you to use. StanStore gives you all the tools that you need to grow your email list and even allows you to do things like promote affiliate products, sell digital products, or even book calls or collect applications for high-ticket coaching programs and services. But I also love that they are constantly listening to TikTok creators and finding out what features they need so that way they can add new things like the ability to create communities or sell memberships. But even that isn't the best reason and the #1 reason that I recommend StanStore. What I love about it is that you don't have to pair it with a bunch of other software in order to start building your entire business on TikTok. With Stan, you can collect payments, build sales pages, and you can even create email automations that allow you to sell your stuff on autopilot. So grab your 14-day free trial, and then let's talk about step #4, which is getting people to click on your link and buy your stuff. Adding the link to your profile is the easy part, but there's actually 2 other things that we need to do in order to start making money from that link. And the first one is that we have to get discovered by new people, and that means getting views. And there's really 3 big factors that determine how many views that you get on TikTok. The first one is the idea. If you don't have a viral idea, you're not going to have a viral video. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier, that we need to do our content research and we need to figure out what topics, what ideas are getting views right now. That way we can make our version of it. And since videos on TikTok have really short lifespans, you can actually take advantage of that to make sure that you're getting views. Because if somebody had a big viral video, it's going to get all those views and then it's going to stop. And now TikTok is going to be looking for the next video on that topic topic to satisfy the demand of the people that want to watch that type of content. And you can be the person that fills that demand. And it's the same thing. If you have a really successful video on your account, you need to remake that video. You need to make another version of that video. Because if you don't fill the demand for that topic after your video stops getting views, somebody else will. The second factor that determines views is our ability to stop the scroll and get somebody to watch our video. You might have the best, most valuable video in the world, but if people are swiping past it, then no one's watching it, and no one beyond your 200-person sample audience is ever going to see it. So if you want to get more views, one of the best things that you can do is focus on how can I stop the scroll? And the easiest way to do that is to add some text at the start of your video, so as people are swiping, they can read it and know, oh, okay, this is a video that I'm interested in and I need to watch. Once you've stopped someone from scrolling and you've earned that view, you need to increase the watch time and engagement as much as possible, because that's the third and most important factor to getting views on TikTok. The longer people watch your video, the more people that finish your video, and the more people engage with it, the more views you're going to get. And it all starts with the hook. You need to make sure that what you say in the first 3 seconds of the video calls out the viewer or the problem that they have and creates curiosity that makes them want to continue watching. And then from there, it's all just about keeping their attention. Eliminate the ums, the ahs, the rambling, and just get to the point of the video. Use visuals when you can to keep their attention, because we all have little goldfish brains, and then end the video abruptly. It's simple, but it takes practice, and it's a skill that you're going to develop over time. But as you continue to create these videos and develop these skills, that way you can get discovered, you're actually going to be creating a binge bank, which is great, because getting somebody to come back to your profile and binge your content is the second thing that you need to do in order to get them to click your link and buy. Once somebody discovers one of your videos, they're going to click on your profile and they're going to make some judgments about whether you are the type of person that they want to follow, whether you can help them solve that problem. And they're going to do that by first looking at your bio, seeing what it says, and then watching your other content. And so we want to do everything possible with our profile to prove that we are a trusted person that they want to follow and eventually get help from. So first, you want to analyze your bio. What does it say? Is it about you and your accomplishments, or is it about the viewer? Is it indicating to them why they should follow you and how you should help them? Number 2, are you taking advantage of your pinned videos? Most people just pin their most viewed videos, but that's not what you should be doing. You should be pinning the 3 videos that are going to allow people to figure out what you're about, how you can help them, demonstrate your expertise, and are going to be the most helpful to the viewer. Because think about it, if a person discovers you because you have a video about how to lose weight and they go to your profile, those 3 videos should be super valuable content that's actually going to help them achieve that goal. And eventually, when you get to 10,000 followers, you want to utilize your playlists in the same way. Create playlists around the problems that your viewers have, the desires they have, like what are the things that they want in life, and the strategies that you can use to help them get there. And then just fill those playlists with your best content. Another thing that most people don't think about is that every single product or freebie that you have inside of your Stan Store is a piece of content that can help demonstrate how you can help your viewer. So use your landing page for your freebie and your sales page for your online courses in order to educate your viewers about their problems and the side effects of their problems and the things that they're missing out on by not solving those problems, or the things that they would gain if they do solve those problems. Talk about the ways that most people try to solve the problem and why it doesn't work, and your unique solution and why it's different and why it's better or why it's faster at getting the result. And when you put that material there, you're creating more opportunities for them to binge, to get to know you, and make that buying decision. Once all of these things are in place, then you just have a very simple job of creating content every day and increasing your views and your engagement over time to drive more people to your link to buy your stuff. But unfortunately, some creators are going to make way more money than other creators, because not every way to make money on TikTok is created equal. So I want you to watch this video next to learn what I believe to be the best way to make money on TikTok and to build an actual business that creates a full-time income with part-time work.